I'm not gonna come talk to you.
Police officer, man. Just
I know.
Did you
but
pull
I'm not
the
gonna
bike?
come talk to you. What are you fucking with me for?
Stop.
What are you fucking with me for? There's no reason for this. Get my phone, Sherry. Videotape this shit.
This is a paramedic with Thompson Valley.
Yeah, my shoulder's fucked up.
He's gonna check you.
his shoulder might be out. So,
There's a decent chance.
yeah, I got an ambulance coming. We're gonna take him over. Muted.
I will mute to talk to my supervisor. Where is the bike at?
The bike's parked down
The
on
blue
the
one?
side. Yeah, the blue one there. We pulled it off.
Hello and welcome back. Today's episode is a case where the victim's rights are being inexplicably and unequivocally violated by Colorado police. A bystander at the scene of a motorcycle crash didn't want to talk to an officer about what he saw, and didn't have to. It's as simple as that. But the officer clearly didn't see it that way, and would continue to escalate the situation until the 60-year-old man is on the ground being roughed up by multiple officers. We'd like to thank Sarah Shelke, the Life and Liberty Law Office, for providing us with this footage. You can view the unedited version of the clip over on their channel. If you like this video, go give the unedited version a view and a like as well. September 22nd, 2019, around 11 a.m. The Loveland Police Department received word of a motorcycle that had wiped out in the middle of a road and was blocking an exit. At the time of the report, the driver was trapped underneath his bike and appeared to be injured. When Officer Ash responds to the scene, medical staff are already there tending to the cyclist. As he approaches, the rider seems to be sitting up on a gurney, able to communicate and actively talking to a group of civilians standing around him.
Okay, you might come and talk to me?
I don't know what happened.
Well, you pulled the
I'm
bike
not
off
talking
him.
to nobody.
Really?
These guys saw what happened. I didn't.
Okay,
I'm
if you're not talking to anybody, you can leave.
Well, you can leave.
No.
You're dismissed.
We
No.
can't leave.
We can't leave. I'm not leaving.
Okay, then come and talk to me.
No, I'm not gonna come talk to you. I'm not gonna come talk to you.
Police officer, man. Just
I know.
Did you
but I'm
pull
not
the
gonna come
bike-
talk
did
to
you
him.
pull the bike
I'm
off
not gonna
him?
come talk to
okay.
him.
That's
Did you pull the bike off him?
I did not.
Okay.
So
You just told me
it
you
has
did.
nothing to do with me.
Okay, you're free to leave.
Yeah, you're free to leave.
Provided that the parking lot is private property, unless the owner of the parking lot requests that Mr. Preston leave the premises, he's under no legal obligation to go as he's not currently there illegally or breaking the law. The officer is clearly speaking from frustration, and his request exhibits an adolescent level of emotional intelligence and self-regulation.
What's his name?
Preston. That's all I know.
Preston what?
I don't know.
You got an ID on your boss?
No,
I'm gonna need an ID
no
now.
ID.
Okay.
No, let's take a look, Sam. Okay? I think that's
177. I got an uncooperative witness. Come on over here.
Constitutional right.
I need to talk to you.
Constitutional right. No.
I need to
don't
talk to
I don't
you.
want to talk to you.
You have to talk
I don't want
to
to
me.
talk. No, I don't.
You do.
No, I don't.
Okay, you've
No, I don't.
inserted yourself.
I came down here to help them.
So-
No, I don't have to talk
so
to
this is
anybody.
gonna go one of two
I don't have
ways.
to talk to anybody.
This is gonna go
I
one
don't
of
have
two
to talk
ways.
to anybody.
Okay, either
I
you're
don't
gonna
have to
sit
talk to
here and
anybody.
talk to me,
No,
we'll just have a short
no,
conversation,
no,
or I'm gonna arrest
I don't
you for
have to-
obstruction.
No, you're not. I'm not obstructing
You
anything.
are.
Several things to dissect here. Colorado Revised Statute Section 16-3-103 defines the circumstances in which a citizen has to identify themselves to police. It says that an officer may stop and request identification from any person who he reasonably suspects is committing, has committed, or is about to commit a crime. This means that an officer cannot just walk up to a civilian and demand their ID. The only situations where an officer would be permitted to ID someone is if they have reasonable suspicion of illegal activity or if they're conducting a traffic stop, in which case the suspect must provide an officer with their ID. Seeing as neither of these are applicable, Mr. Preston is not required to identify himself to the officer. As for the accusation of obstructing, that's just blatantly wrong. Any informed citizen can tell you that, according to the Fifth Amendment, refusing to talk to or answer questions from the police is the right of every citizen, no matter what the reason or circumstance. Furthermore, the crime of obstructing a peace officer is defined in Colorado as when, by using or threatening to use violence, force, physical interference, or an obstacle, such person knowingly obstructs, impairs, or hinders the enforcement of the penal law or the preservation of peace by a peace officer. In other words, to be obstructing, one would have to be making a deliberate effort to impede the investigation. On the contrary, Mr. Preston is trying to stay away from the investigation. By definition, it's safe to say that refusing to have a conversation does not qualify as obstructing. Thus, for an officer to ever claim that someone has to speak to them would be inaccurate, and to claim that it's a crime is grossly uneducated. But the officer clearly has no doubt that he's in the right, and he's willing to take Mr. Preston to jail over it.
You're right here.
Okay.
I'm not obstructing nothing.
Okay.
These guys are taking care of it.
Please just come talk to me.
Nope.
Okay, turn around.
I don't want to talk to you.
Turn around right now.
Nope. Nope.
Turn around.
Videotape this, Sherry.
I'm already doing it. It's right here. Turn around.
No, you're wrong.
Turn around.
My constitutional rights.
around.
I don't have to talk to you. I don't have to
around.
I don't have to ID myself.
Turn around.
He's being
Turn around.
public cop. Yeah, he is. I came down here to help.
Just back it up.
I don't know what
Back it up.
happened,
Back
and I'm
up.
telling him that. I'm telling him that. I
Put
don't
your
know what
hand.
happened.
Put your hand
Why
behind your
does he
back.
want to talk to me?
I'm not telling you again.
You're being a little,
No.
Preston,
bit of a man.
put your hand behind your back
No,
now.
no, you're being wrong.
Put
you
your
don't
hand.
You're being wrong.
He's gonna-
Videotape this, Sherry.
He's gonna get you if you don't put your hand
Videotape
on-
this
Hey,
shit. What are you fucking with me for? What are you fucking with me for? What are you fucking with me for? What the fuck are you fucking with me for? I had nothing to do with this. This is fucked up. Ow! Fuck you! Videotape this, Sherry. This is fucked up. I'm not obstructing justice. I didn't want to talk to you. I didn't have to talk to you.
You did.
That's
We have
my
another-
fucking rights.
Put me on.
Bullshit. This is bullshit. This is total fucking bullshit.
I gave you plenty of opportunities.
No, I didn't want to talk to you. I didn't have to talk to you.
I'm gonna sit you up.
That's my constitutional rights.
I'm gonna sit you up.
That's my constitutional rights. This is fucked up.
Tuck that knee in.
This is fucked up.
Bring this leg in so you can sit down.
This is fucked up. Ow! Ow! Ow!
We tried
Your
to.
shoulder's fucked up. You're fucking with me.
We're coming
And
to my car over here.
There's no reason for this.
Here we get a better view of the wounds on Mr. Preston's head. According to the lawsuit that was filed following the incident, after taking him to the ground, Officer Ash twisted the victim's arm behind him while shoving his face into the pavement. Besides being scratched up, he advised officers that his shoulder was in pain. His age increases the likelihood that his shoulder could have been dislocated or fractured from the impact with the ground. Though it's a terrible situation to be in, even under the threat of false arrest, it's never a good idea to lunge at a police officer. Initiating a physical altercation with an officer is nothing but a guaranteed trip to jail and possibly extra charges depending on the severity of the assault. To get the best possible result, do your best to communicate calmly and clearly, and focus on getting through the situation without further incident so that you have the opportunity to meet with an attorney as quickly as possible. While it is Officer Ash's obligation alone to act with a certain level of professionalism and awareness, the interaction might have gone differently if Mr. Preston hadn't been so combative from that start, as the officer seems to be responding to his negative attitude more than anything else.
There's no reason for this. Get my phone, Sherry. This is fucked up. Videotape this shit.
All you had to do was talk to me.
I didn't want to talk to you. I didn't have to talk to you.
Doesn't matter.
I didn't have to talk to you. I don't know what happened. He came over. We saw him down. I came to help him get his fucking bike up.
Okay, and that's what I need to talk to you
That's
about.
right.
So if you've
So
inserted
handcuff
yourself,
me and fucking let me go.
if you've inserted yourself, you need to talk to me.
I don't
You are
need to talk to
obstructing
you.
an investigation.
I'm not instructing
You are
anything.
under arrest for obstruction.
I'm
and
not
now for
obstructing it.
resisting.
Inserting oneself into a situation isn't an actual legal standard of involvement. Even if it were, Mr. Preston seems to be trying to get the officer to understand that he didn't insert himself into the incident because he clearly wasn't there when the situation occurred. He was just one of several individuals who was present in the aftermath of the accident. Helping someone who's just injured themselves doesn't constitute involvement in the actual incident.
I want to talk to your fucking supervisor. I want to talk to your
I'll have a meeting with
supervisor.
the police department.
Right? No, I want to
can
talk to him right fucking now.
You can talk to him before you go to jail.
I'm not going to jail.
Yeah,
for
you are.
shit. I didn't do anything. I helped the guy get his bike up,
That's why you
and
need to talk to
I'm
me.
obstructing. Bullshit. Bullshit. Bullshit.
Go ahead and have a seat.
No. Let me go. I'll get in. You don't have to force
I'm
me
gonna double lock your cuffs.
You don't have to force me in. I'll get in the fucking
Go
car.
ahead.
I'll get in your fucking thing. Loosen these cuffs up, please.
They're tight. Can we please loosen these cuffs up?
Just checking them, sir.
They're not a finger fucking width away.
Hey, relax, dude. That's what
I'm
happens.
trying to relax.
That's what happens when you go
gotta throw my
uncooperative.
ass down.
That's what
because I
happens
didn't
when
want
you
to
go
talk to you.
uncooperative.
Sir, he's checking the cuffs right now.
Well, they're pretty fucking tight.
Can we get over there? Not yet.
So the bike has been moved over there?
Yes, sir.
Over here?
I had
that's that
nothing to
blue
do
one?
with that. I came out to help my friend.
Okay, and that's why you needed to sit there and talk to me.
Yeah, well, I didn't need to sit there and
Yeah,
talk
you did.
because I didn't see what happened. I didn't witness what happened.
Well, you obviously did because
I
you
didn't.
came out and helped him.
Yeah, but I didn't
So
witness. I
that's
don't know
part
what
of
the hell happened. I came down on my buddy's bike's down.
That's part of the investigation, and we need to know all about that.
You're fucking wrong.
Okay, have a seat.
Please loosen these.
They are super loose.
No, they're not.
Have a seat in the car.
No, my left wrist is
Officer
tight.
Ash, do you want me to check them? Can I check them, sir?
Yes, sir.
Please. They're fucking tight as
Yeah,
hell.
there's a lot of room in there, sir.
They're tight
Can you
as
have a seat in
hell.
there for us,
That's
please?
two
Tight
officers.
as hell.
It's two officers who have checked them, and I loosened them.
And I want to talk to your fucking supervisor right now. Not
Okay.
when I get
He'll
to
be-
the
he's
cop
here.
shop.
He's
He'll
here.
be at the jail.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. You're here?
Yeah.
I need statements from the guy in the blue plaid shirt,
Okay.
the guy in the black Eagles thing.
Okay.
He was the one who moved the bike over there, or was moving
In the
it.
Eagles jersey, moved it over there?
Yep.
Okay.
And then I still don't even know who this is. Still don't even know who this is.
Okay.
This raises the question of why the officer didn't just go talk to the man in the Eagles jersey himself. He seems to be equally, if not more, involved in the incident than Mr. Preston, seeing as he apparently moved the bike to its current position. Better yet, why didn't the officer talk to the driver of the motorcycle who was sitting right there in front of him, conscious, alert, and able to communicate? It's also surprising that several additional officers have joined the scene at this point, and not a single one told Officer Ash that he was making a mistake or confronted him with the fact of what he was doing wasn't legal. These officers simply let an unjustified arrest play out in front of them and did nothing to intervene, and some would argue that their lack of action makes them equally culpable.
And then the girl in the silver Jeep is his wife.
Is this dude's wife?
Yep.
Okay.
That's it.
Muted?
I will talk to my supervisor. Or one of my supervisors.
The officer mutes his body cam while chatting with his fellow officers and before going to talk to his supervisor. In the state of Illinois, it is legal for an officer to mute or turn off their body cam under certain conditions to avoid recording personal information that is not case-related when working on an unrelated assignment, when there is a long break in the incident, and in administrative, tactical, and management decisions when civilians are not present. Given that all these conditions could have possibly applied here, the officer is within his right to mute his body cam for now, though it's hard not to be suspicious of why this would be necessary. He unmutes the device 3 minutes later, when the paramedics arrive to inspect the victim.
Sir,
What?
this is a paramedic with Thompson Valley.
Yeah, my shoulder's
Okay,
fucked up.
he's gonna check you.
Yeah,
Just let
thank
know.
you.
Okay.
There's no reason for you to throw me fucking down like that.
Well, I gave you plenty of chances
I didn't want to
put
talk to you.
yourself under
That's not
arrest.
resisting. That's not
Okay.
fucking anything.
We'll explain all that at the police department, okay?
Yeah, right. I know my rights. I didn't need to talk to you.
Yeah,
I
you
didn't need
did.
to ID
You
myself.
inserted
I had
yourself.
nothing to do with what happened here.
You told me you
I
moved the
came
bike.
down here to see what was going on, and you're asking me questions. I don't know what the fuck happened, but you
Okay.
fucked up my shoulder, and you're gonna have a fucking lawsuit
Okay.
on your hands.
Like I said, this is my partner Shane. He's gonna check you.
Yeah, thank you.
I don't have anything on the bike.
After his brief conversation with Mr. Preston, he mutes his body cam again for about 2 minutes. He mutes it twice more after this, but we'll just skip over those to save time.
I'm gonna go talk to the wife real quick, just let her know what's gonna happen.
His shoulder might be out. So,
There's a decent chance.
yeah, I got an
Which one?
Hospital. Probably taking on the key.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll just make sure, but yeah, when I felt it, it's goofy. So.
Okay. Are you wife? I didn't get your name, I'm sorry.
Girlfriend, wife.
One of the above?
Yeah.
Okay, so he's going to go to the hospital and get checked, and then I'm going to take him to the police department. He's going to be booked in for obstructing and resisting, and then he'll be transported to Larimer County Jail. Do you have any questions about that?
I've been through the routine
I just
before,
needed,
sorry.
2 seconds, you would have talked, and we would have been done.
Well, the thing is he has seen so many videos on Facebook about not having to give your name, you know, and so that's why he did that.
Okay. And so my whole thought on that is if he told me right away that he helped move the bike off the guy.
No, he didn't. No,
That's what he told me, okay?
I didn't hear that. So.
Okay. And then at that point in time, he's inserted himself in the accident. I'm just trying to figure out what happened to the guy on the bike.
No, I
So I
understand.
do need to talk to him. So at that point in time, he does need to talk to me. Okay.
But he didn't move the bike.
Well, he told me he did.
He didn't.
Okay.
The other guys did.
Okay. Well, he told me he helped move the bike. That's what I'm just trying to figure out was what happened to the accident.
Yeah.
So.
We came up. All these guys were already over there. They got the bike up. They moved it.
Okay.
And
Why
it
would
was
he tell me he helped move the bike then?
I don't know.
Okay. So that was my whole thing. I just need to know what they did to move that bike, so then I can move on to the next part of the investigation,
No,
which
I
is
understand.
dealing with
I
him.
mean-
And if he would have just told me that, you guys would be home already, probably. Okay.
Sherry clearly appears to find something amusing. She's in rather good spirits for someone whose partner just got beat up and arrested. Her smartphone is in her hand, meaning she's likely been making calls or doing some research. She's probably aware of what the officer apparently isn't aware of, which would be that he currently has her boyfriends detained illegally. Moreover, if what the officer is saying is true and it really was simply a matter of figuring out what happened so as to move on with the investigation, again, why not walk away and talk to one of the multiple other witnesses who responded to the scene and helped move the bike? This feels more like an excuse for escalating the situation with the victim rather than a reason for any legal or logical footing, and it doesn't seem to be getting over on Sherry here.
Like I said, it's all Facebook, the videos.
I understand. You understand where I'm coming from.
I do.
Okay. I'm sure he'll give you a call as soon as he can. Okay? Do you have any questions for me?
I don't think so.
Okay. Well, other than that, I think you're free to leave if you want, or you can stay for whoever else is here.
I'll wait.
Okay. Just want to let you know, okay?
All right.
Thank you. The bike's going to be towed. Preston's going to go to the hospital and get checked because he got a couple injuries during the scuffle, and then he'll be transported to Larimer County Jail.
Which side of the bike he was laid down? Do you remember?
Right side.
The right side? Right here?
Yep.
Okay.
They're both misdemeanors. There's no felony charges or anything like that.
Does the bike have to be towed? Because we can take care of it.
Yeah. It does.
Yeah.
It's just part of our policy.
Okay.
So, but he'll be able to get it out right away.
Yeah, there won't be a hold on it. Just have to secure it.
Alright.
All right.
Alright.
Do you have any other questions? I appreciate you not trying to jump in there.
He's an ass, so.
Well, I mean, if he would have just talked to me for 2 seconds, it would have been over, and you guys probably would have been gone by now. So, yeah, that's all it was.
Alcohol does stupid things.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Well,
all right.
Thank you.
You have any questions for me?
No.
Okay. We do appreciate you guys' help. Sorry it went to where it went to.
Yeah, no problem.
All right.
Just let me know what I gotta do. You got my
Will do.
number, so.
All right. Thank you very much.
All right.
Take it easy, man.
Thanks.
Simple question. What's your first name, sir?
Preston.
Preston. I'm Zach. I'm the one who's giving you a ride over to the hospital, okay?
The ambulance ain't taking me?
Nope. Since you're in custody, you're gonna go with me, okay?
Well, I don't
So
know why I'm in custody,
well,
but...
So here's what we're gonna do, okay?
I'm not
Okay.
going anywhere.
Perfect. So let me explain to you what we're gonna do, okay?
It's all good, man. My shoulder's f***ed up, and there was no reason to be slammed in the ground. That's all I know. McKee, hon.
also noticed the stuff on that. It's still so secure.
We're literally just gonna put it on. We'll go right here, okay? And stand right here for me. You said you want to go with the key, right?
Oh, that's closest.
Okay.
Oh, I know my shoulders freaking hurt.
Okay. The change in your pocket, we're gonna give that to your wife?
Absolutely.
Perfect.
Mr. Preston was taken to jail, charged with obstructing a peace officer and resisting arrest, and later released. After reviewing the case, the district attorney's office dropped the charges as they were able to clearly see that Officer Ash had no cause to arrest the victim in the first place. This fact was also acknowledged by the Loveland Police Department, whose authorities announced that they found the officer's actions to be in violation of policies surrounding limits of authority, use of force, search and seizure, and exercising discretion. In June of 2022, Preston filed a lawsuit against both the city and the officers involved. The following January, there was a settlement for $290,000. The documents concerning the lawsuit emphasize that the settlement was in no way an admission of criminal wrongdoing by either the city or the officers. Someone certainly seems to be doing something wrong, since the Loveland Police Department has been in headlines for several instances of excessive force in recent years. This includes the violent arrest of a 14-year-old and her father in 2020, an officer striking a handcuffed woman in the face with a closed fist in 2023, and another incident that same year where police assaulted a 73-year-old woman with dementia, though it was never publicly disclosed if or how Officer Ash was reprimanded. In October of 2021, 2 years after Mr. Preston was wrongfully arrested, Officer Ash was fired for an unrelated incident concerning unauthorized accessing of records. The files he was trying to access were coincidentally related to the assault and arrest of the aforementioned 73-year-old. In December of that year, Ash filed a lawsuit against the department, claiming that he believes he was wrongfully fired. How ironic.